Well, he's been there before, but he hasn't done that. This lightweight contender worked exceedingly hard to get back to a championship setting, and this may be his last title shot if he doesn't get the win tonight.
Yeah, you can't not get there twice. When you're there, you gotta win, or you don't get the opportunity again. This guy put his head down and went right back to work from the moment he heard and still. He said that at some point, we would put the belt around his waist. He would put in the work. He would prepare. He's back here now, John, and he intends to be the champion.
And when you suffer a setback, there are two ways to go. And this man went on the right trajectory. Really good to see him get back here, and now we find out if he's got the goods to be a champion. Triple C, Henry Cejudo, ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. All right, the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proven ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. He will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tail of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, we send it back inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Henry Triple C Cejudo. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Good.
All right, so we get another look at Henry Cejudo here tonight. All of his knockout wins have come in round 1, so the pop is there, and more often than not, it's been there early in fights. We'll see if the technical Cejudo can get off to a good start tonight. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Excellent ground and pound here by Cejudo.
That was nice.
A series of punches from the top here by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in a half guard position on the back.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
Another strike gets you from the top position.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. The Olympic gold medalist Cejudo going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. Rear naked choke. Oh, that rear naked choke is tight. All right, so now going to position over submission as he bails on the side. "90 seconds now to go in round one.
Let's go! Get him off! Get him off!
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Just out of range with that right hand. I mean, technically, this would be a flying triangle if you could finish it here.
A flying triangle. I mean, is that even a real technique? I mean, the guy used his opponent's body to propel him up over his neck right into the guard to a triangle.
Final seconds. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Thought about a choke, instead flattens him out. And now he's got a lot of options offensively, champ.
Yeah, he's got all the options available to him. Now he just has to get all that hip pressure into his opponent's back and just start raining down ground and pound.
And if you're the bottom fighter, better start intelligently defending yourself.
I need you to get back out there aggressive. Let this guy know who you are. You got a chance.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage. The other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
Oh, how good was that combo? He is really doing a nice job stringing his shots together now. Shot, bang, as the high kick lands.
Keep the pressure on. Everything's
Takedown defense holds up.
Wow.
Nice judo toss for him there.
There it is. Now he's running them out. Using a lot of good movement.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Oh, you gotta let the ground and pound strikes here. We might get a stoppage here.
That was a slick transition.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Cejudo. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Now working the body with the elbow. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. Nurmagomedov has got full mount now.
The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into his underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Khabib.
All right, round 3 coming up next.
All right, take a seat for me, bud. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. All right, here's some water. Ready? Listen. All right. Now you're doing awesome out there.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His striking was money in that previous round. Gotta think he'll pick up where he left off.
All about the money. It was greenbacks, cash, dollar bills, y'all. Every single strike he landed was on point, it was accurate, and it was heavy. Every time he let loose, he was able to land to great effect.
Taken down by Cejudo.
Another big kick. Oh, nice.
All right, into full guard here.
Look for a pass immediately in the half guard. Keep advancing the position.
Oh, staying busy, fighting off of his back, and he lands. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Nice jab. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body. Oh, hip toss to get him down. So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Oh, big shots from the top. Cejudo's in half guard. All right, full guard here. Bottom fighter likes it. Top fighter figures to want to try to pass.
Yes, he definitely wants to pass, or he wants to get posture to land ground and pound. Nice shot there by the champ.
Nice strike from bottom position. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots.
He's postured up. He's landing big ground and pound. He has to move on the bottom, or the fight's gonna get stopped.
All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient.
Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Takedown defense holds up. Nice punch there by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position.
Whoa!
Oh, nice judo toss for him. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Immediately gets the underhook. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Oh, now the hook in the clinch by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. And they separate. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive these over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
All right, gets inside, gets the single collar tie here. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
Oh, single collar tie here. And now some distance as they pull apart.
Beautiful connection lands. Fighting long is the key.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
30 seconds to go now. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook, he's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Nice job staying busy here in the clinch. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kick and sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Oh, strong hook to the head there by Nurmagomedov.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Gets to the single collar tie now. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start throwing up those submission attempts, I would think.
Got to keep going. You got to start throwing up submission attempt after submission attempt and hope that something's free for you to latch onto.
Two minutes now to go in this one.
Leg kick lands. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent. Oh, he's in the clinch again.
Fighters separate from the clinch.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach.
He's got the single collar tie.
Immediately gets the underhooks. All right, both fighters now continuing to try to get a more dominant position. Man, his body not looking too good right now. It's not quite Dominic Reyes against Jan Blachowicz, but these body strikes really starting to add up.
They're starting to pay dividends. You know, he spoke to us about this earlier in the week, how he was going to eat this guy up from bottom to top. He was going to go in reverse. That is exactly what he has done.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
All-out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.
And if you want to